What's up, guys? Today we have the Wabash RT. We have done a Eco Plus range test. What that means is we charged the battery up to full, put the bike in Eco Plus mode, and rode the bike around until the battery went flat. This has been a test that's spanned multiple days. It's something like 7 days. Um, the content that I watched previous to this, before buying the bike, set my expectations to have it somewhere around 100 miles of range in Eco. So I figured in Eco Plus I would get somewhere around 110, maybe 120. Um, and I know it's wishful thinking, but that's just what my assumptions were before I rode the bike. So yeah, let's just get right into it. It is 78 miles of range is what I got. I'm rounding that up because I had a couple of instances where maybe it didn't record correctly, or I had start and stop and things of that nature. So really and truly, this bike probably could do a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, depending on the type of terrain and what you're riding in Eco Plus. But my experience, with an average of about 500 foot of elevation in each of the rides, totaling up to like 2,500 foot of elevation, um, the bike got around 78 miles. Let's just round that up to 80. Let's say that the best you can expect, or the best I can likely expect from this bike in Eco Plus mode, is 80 miles. I'm a little put off by that because I was expecting the bike to have somewhere around 100 miles of range. If it would have been like 95, 98, I wouldn't have been as concerned. Just maybe it would have been the difference in the way I rode it and the other reviewers rode it. But I'm not riding the bike any different than I ride any other bike. The only big difference between this one and a lot of the other bikes that I've ridden is that this bike is class 3, so maybe it burns through the battery a little bit quicker. But with that being said, I think the whole point of Eco Plus is to be or feel more like a regular bike. And the bike does feel like a regular bike whenever you're in low cadence and not really putting a lot of power out. It does very, very good to kind of maintain that power as you're going. I will say, like, whenever you're like, an example of that is like when you're climbing a hill, it typically, if you're just going up at a regular pace, like you would a regular road bike, it'll maintain somewhere around 10, 11 miles an hour. But then if you get up on the pedals and you really try to push, it'll punch it up to like 15 miles an hour and give you a lot more assistance. I didn't find myself doing that as much, but that being said, maybe that was the difference in the range test, right? Maybe I just had a few more instances putting more power in and going above 15 miles an hour up grades versus maybe the low and slow climbing and you really using the gear range to be able to climb more effectively. I do have a couple of other videos coming. They're in the works. It'll be a range test in high, a range test in auto, and I'll also be doing a PAS 1 through 5, which is Eco Plus, Eco, Standard, and High, and then Auto. And I'll be doing a speed test in all of those different settings. I already had done that video, but unfortunately, I don't know why my camera recorded in slow motion, and I can't use the footage. So anyway, that's my speech spiel on the bike. Look for those other videos to come soon. If you found this video helpful, give me a like. If you want to see more content like this, consider subscribing. If there's something specific to this bike or any of the other bikes that I've tested that you want to see in my videos, comment down below and let me know what it is. As for right now, like I said, I plan to have the range test in high mode, the range test in auto, and then I'm going to have a speed test in all of the levels of assist. That's my plan for right now, those 3 videos. And then we can go from there if there's other content that you guys want to see, maybe on a cross-country trail or something like that, maybe the range on some gravel. I can do that. Keep in mind that all of the rides that I did up to this point, i.e. the range test that I did, was all on pavement. There was no gravel, no rough terrain or anything like that. It was all pavement. So I would say, I think the first probably 2 or 3 rides I rode with around 30 or 40, no, it was 40 PSI in the tires. And that was a little bit low. So about halfway through the test, I pumped it up to 50 PSI. That probably could have been a big reason why the range was a lot different. Maybe if I had put, because I think it calls for up to 60 pounds, maybe if I put like 55 pounds of air in each of the tires and rode it around, there'd be less rolling resistance and maybe the bike would go a lot further. Actually, you know what? I'll do 55 psi in the auto test. I think that gives me a good idea because in my opinion, at least for what little time that I had it in auto, I would say that the majority of the ride was still in level 5 assist, which is high. Uh, so yeah. So anyway, that's Eco plus Eco standard high. So level 4, level 5 is auto. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you found this video helpful, give me a like. If you want to see more content like this, comment down below. If you like the channel, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching.